Hello. Our topic for today is Introduction to Complex Numbers. In this we will see what are complex numbers, how do we define complex numbers, and why do we need them. So before jumping to complex numbers, let's see what is square of a number. We all know that if a number is multiplied by itself, we write it as 2 to the power 2, which is obviously 4. So this is called square of a number. That means when a number is multiplied by itself one time, then the result is called square of that number. So here we can say that 4 is square of 2. Very simple. Similarly, if we take any number in this world, we multiply that number by itself, we get the square of the number. Now let's go one step ahead. Square root of a number. Actually, square root of a real number. Here real is the key. What are real numbers? A number that can be, we denote it on a real number line. Basically, all the numbers that you have studied till now are real numbers. Okay. So, what a real number, and we have to find square root of a real number. It's just the opposite of finding square. Square root of 4 is 2. We all know that. Square root of 2 is 1.414. We know that as well. But what is the significance of square root? What do you actually mean by square root? We know that square root exists, but what does it really mean? Okay, so square root means that if you multiply a number by itself and then we get a number, that number is called square, and the number that we multiplied by itself is the square root. Here we can see that 2 is multiplied by itself gives us 4. Now here this 2 is called square root of 4. So that means that does it mean that square root of every number exists? Like I said about 4, 2, and even if I take 1.4, I can calculate square root of it. But can you tell me about square root of -1? Can you tell me about it? Think of a number that is multiplied by itself and gives us -1. Okay, let's try -1. -1 multiplied by -1, these negatives get cancelled, we get 1. So -1 is not square root of of -1. So what could it be? Maybe some number like 0.5. 0.5 multiplied by 0.5 gives us 0.25. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, listen to me. If a number is multiplied by itself, right, gives us -1. Either that number is a positive number or a negative number. There does not exist any other number. 0 is there, but 0 is never going to get us -1. So either it is a positive number or it is a negative number. And when a positive number is multiplied by itself, it will always give a positive number. And when a negative number is multiplied by itself, it will give us positive number again. So in no case we are going to find a number that is multiplied by itself and gives us negative number, gives us -1. So it is really not possible to find a number that is multiplied by itself and gives us -1. Sure, one can think of 1 multiplied by -1 gives us -1. But are they same numbers? No, not same. If they're not same, then the definition of square root is just violated, and you cannot say that it's a square root, right? But we can see it. It's written over here. Square root of -1. It's written over here. That means it exists, but we cannot solve it. If we cannot solve it, that means, and it still exists, that means it's not real, but it still exists. Okay, you all know Batman, right? Batman is real. No, he's not real, but you still know him. You know that Batman is Bruce Wayne. He wears black clothes and fights for justice, but he's not real. How can it be possible that something or someone is not real and yet you know them? How is that possible? It's totally possible because Batman comes from someone's imagination. He comes from someone's imagination. He put it into character. He gave it life. Although that's not real, but he exists. We know him, right? Similarly, with the square root of -1, it exists but is not real. He's the Batman. So mathematicians gave him a name, iota. This iota comes from Greek alphabet and we can write it as I. Okay, here it is, iota. Now, what is this iota? That means if I multiply iota with iota, I am gonna get -1 always. This we have imagined this. Okay, we have imagined this, and this is our imaginary number. Iota is our imaginary number. Now, if we multiply any number with this imaginary number, it also becomes imaginary. If any real number, like if I take 5 iota, it's imaginary. Any number, because 5 iota just simply means that iota 5 times. 5 iotas. Are you getting it? Iota plus iota plus iota plus iota plus iota, still imaginary. Okay. Now, I told you about real numbers. I told you about imaginary numbers. Those numbers that are multiplied with iota or simply that contains iota are imaginary numbers, and the real numbers that we all have been studying since childhood. What if both of these numbers, both of these worlds, the real world and the imaginary world, come together? What will happen? Chaos, complexity. Definitely. If I take any real number, say 3, if I take any complex number, say 2 iota, it's complex, right? Because 2 multiplied by iota, that means 2 iotas. This is real and this is imaginary. I'm just writing ing for short. How will these two worlds come together? Either by adding them or by subtracting them. This forms our complex number. You see, here, complex A number is denoted by A plus iota B. We give it a symbol Z, that is equal to A plus iota B. What is this A? This A is our real part. This iota B is our imaginary. That is how complex numbers came into existence. What did we do? We took our real world, we took our imaginary world, we just added them, or you can simply subtract them, and we will get our complex numbers. And those complex numbers are simply denoted by Z. You can take many examples. Take value of A √2. Yes, you can take irrational number. Take B equal to -1. What do you get? Square root of 2 plus iota to -1. Or you can simply write it as square root of 2 minus iota. Right? Now this is a complex number. You cannot solve it further. This is it. That's as far as we can go. But this is called our complex number. So you can easily spot out complex numbers. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much.